Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded a tutorial, but um yeah, today I'm gonna be showing you how to get your game on AppLab, but this one's updated because the last one's like a fucking year old. So I'll show you guys how to do it now. Where you want to go is developer.oculus.com. And if you already have that, it should automatically go here. Then you can just log in. But once you're logged in, you should see this. You should see My Apps up here, and you should see your profile picture. You want to click on My Apps, and then it'll take you to your AppLab page. I'm just gonna create a new app. Call it Mank. So now, once we're here, you can go to latest app submission. Just click on here. You can use your content email. I'm not gonna use it, or a contact email. You can put it in here. You don't have to. Note for the reviewer, what you want to put here is, so just my game, just your game name, not my game. So I'm gonna put Mankey here. Uses voice chat for the multiplayer to work. That's just what you want to put there. Then click on Save Changes. Then go to pricing. Just put this to full release or whatever you want. You can put it to coming soon if you want your game to come out later whilst you're still working on the game. You just want to get it on AppLab. I'm gonna make it free. Then click on Save Changes again. Then what you want to do is here. So here's where you're gonna do most of your stuff. So you're gonna go here. You're gonna tell people about your game. So just a short description, like Mankey is a funny game to play with your friends. Obviously, you can say more than this. I'm not just gonna make like a whole entire fucking paragraph because, you know, this isn't a real game, but I'm just gonna show you guys how to actually get it on AppLab so you can publish your games. So now in long description, you want to put a longer description of here. So basically you have this. You want to make it like a little bit longer than that. So this is basically just what you want to put. So Mankey is a funny, whatever your game is, to play with your friends. It has many maps like blah 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 blah, and then you can just say some stuff that you want, like Mankey is a fun horror game that you can play with your friends. It has many maps like horror, mines, you know, whatever stuff you like, whatever's in your game. Now, search keywords. I'd like to put these in. Just put tag fun. Wait. Just put tag gorilla. And then your game name, so Mankey. Then fangame. That's what I'd put in. You can put in some different ones. That's just what I'm gonna put in. Then your first one should be complete. It should have a check mark here. If it doesn't have a check mark, you might want to add some extra stuff to here. Now here, game modes, for this to work, you have to go to here. Then click on Get Started. And then here you can just click on Activate. You can add any of this. I'm just going to add IP infringement and hacking and doxing. You can also add custom reasons here, like exploiting moderator items, stuff like that could you could put that into add custom reason. And just click on activate, and after you've done that, you want to go back into distribution, go to app submissions, then click back on here. Now go back to your app metadata and go to specs. Now you can put on multiplayer. And early access basically means like Gorilla Tag. Before it got like released onto AppLab, or I mean onto the Metastore, it was on AppLab. This is basically what that does. You don't have to do that. You can just click on disable if you don't want that to happen, but if you want that to happen, you can just check this on. Touch controllers, because that's what you use. You can put this to either of them matters. I don't think you need to move. Sometimes you do move, but you don't have to move. Now, standing and room scale, they're basically just the same thing. So, standing is where you don't move around, room scale is. It doesn't matter. Just put it like this. Internet connection. This basically means if somebody's internet is not working, they cannot play your game when you have this on, but if you have this on, then they can play your game. So it's just basically a lock for your game. Subscription is not required unless you're making a subscription game where you have to pay monthly for your thing, which then you'd have to put on this. I don't know where or how this works because I've never actually used this, but I think that doesn't really matter. I think basically what this means is like in Rec Room, where you have Rec Room Plus, you can put this on subscription for that type of stuff. Now add genre, I'd say platformer, and I'll just say it's a platformer, then click on save, and you can add genre, then it's also a say a survival game, and you can add up to 3, so platformer, survival, and let's say adventure, just like that. Okay, purchase block. This is basically anything you tick on. That means that people can't play your game on those things. So on Quest 2, I don't want people to play on Quest 3, you can click on this. If you have social features in your game, like talking to each other, which you probably will, you want to put yes on, but otherwise you just put it on no. I don't know why you wouldn't have that. Maybe if your game is a single player game though, you put this on no. Now this one should also be checked if you have done everything. Publisher, you're just gonna make yourself, so cheesy toast. Website, we'll get back to that later, and then this stuff is optional, so you don't need this. We'll show you how to make a website later on in the video though, so skip to here, this timestamp, if you want to skip to there. Logo transparent. Basically what this means is you want to have a transparent logo. I'm just gonna put this as the logo. So you want to get anything that's transparent, so just go onto Google if you want, and search up transparent texture. And then see this one's transparent, so just click on this and then save as, and then you can save it. Okay, this one's basically the same. So what this is when you just join the game and then you leave, you see it in your taskbar, like at the bottom in VR. This is basically the icon that will show when you do that. So I'm gonna put it like this. So this is the icon that's gonna be shown, but it needs to be exactly 512 by 512 pixels. Otherwise, it will not register as this and it will not let you do it. So just do that. Now cover art, what you want to do is go back into Unity, then go to Window, Package Manager, then you want to go into the description of this video, then you want to find Screenshot Utility. So once you've added that to your assets, you want to go back into Unity, then click on here and then import it. And then what you want to do is click on Tools, Screenshot, and then put the resolution to custom so you can edit it, and then put this to PNG. Now what you want to do is just find anywhere in your game, so I'm gonna go here and just take a picture of it. Just take pictures of things that you like in your game that people like, that will lure them into your game. So maybe if you have a PvP game mode, like with guns and stuff, take a picture of that. Maybe make like a cool background. Like pose your models to be like this maybe, and like show the cover art. Basically what that means is when they're trying to download your game and they're trying to find it on AppLab, this is the first thing they're gonna see of your game. So it's basically just the background of your game. So what you want to do is right here, which says upload media, it will show pixel sizes, and you just want to copy those to here. So 2560, 1440, then click on capture, and it'll make a picture for you. Then what you want to do is put that picture into here. So go into your screenshots. So you want to find your game assets. So go onto your user account. Okay, so what you want to do is find your game. So go to this PC, Windows, Users, then your name. Then you want to scroll down until you find your game, which is, I don't know, Goofy Monkey Game 123. Then go into the screenshots right here, and then it should be on the top left if you've not taken any screenshots before. But since I have, there's a lot more, and I already have some like for the AppLab, so I'm just gonna use those. This one right here, right. Like this one right here. And then it should pop up like this. And then find your other pictures. So get that, get this one. Just keep taking pictures. So the square image needs to be 1440 times 1440. Just copy those back into here and then capture again. Alright, after you've copied all of these, you want to go down to here, and then you want to make another picture of 3000 by 900. And then this will be your hero cover. So basically you want to have your title inside of this thing. So like basically inside of the middle of the thing, which I already have right here. Once you've done that, you're gonna take screenshots. Now these screenshots need to be exactly 2560 by 1440. So what I have is this right here, this, and lastly this. So these are all my important images, which all of these are gonna be like listed on AppLab. So when you look in AppLab, the top one is going to be first, this one's going to be second, this one's going to be third, this one's going to be fourth, and this one's going to be fifth that you see on AppLab. Now you can make a trailer. I don't have a trailer, so it needs to be between these sizes. I don't know if you can see them, and it also needs to be this aspect ratio with this AC and MPEG 4 container, otherwise it will not let you upload it into here. So cover image is basically a cover like before you start the trailer. So before you like click on play on the trailer, you'll see, let's say, this image right here. This is what you see before you click on the trailer. And once you've done that, you can click on save, and then it should be a green check mark here now too. Now go to content rating, country of origin. I'm just gonna put it to something random like Switzerland. And then right here you want to put your email address. Once you've put in your email address, you want to go to add certificate, request new, and then it'll take you to here. So just put it to game, and then enter in all these questions. So now click on next, click on this, and then click on finish. Now you have your certificate here. You want to save changes, and then it should show the green check mark here. Now we need to work on the website. So what you want to do is add a new tab, search Google Sites, then click on this link right here. Now this is my website. You can copy it if you want, but you also need a privacy policy right here. And this is the most important part of the process, because if you do not have a privacy policy, they will never accept your game. So what you want to do is, in the description, it should have a privacy policy basically like this, just without this at the end. You can add it if you want, you don't need to. Okay, so after you've done that, you want to click on publish, and it should ask you to make a link for your website. So just call it your game name and then VR if that doesn't work. So just Mankey VR. Then what you want to do is click on this little thing, click on copy, click on copy link, and then paste it into here. And then if you have a separate page for your privacy policy, you want to go there, click on here again, go back to here, and then click on that. Okay. Now after you've done all of that, if you don't have it already, you want to go click on download right here, and after you've downloaded it, you should be here. What you want to do is go to app distribution, then you want to go to your game, so Mankey. You want to go to upload. Okay, so if you do not have a build for your game already, which you should, I don't know why you don't, but what you want to do is go to file, build settings, and then this sort of thing should pop up. Then you want to click on Android, and then click on switch platform. So it should say switch platform here. Just click on that. It'll take a really long time to switch to Oculus, but just wait. And then after you've done that, you want to copy my settings. So now you want to click on build, and then just click on save. And if it doesn't let you build and it says you need to make a key store, I'll show you how to make that right now. In the top left, click on edit, go to project settings all the way at the bottom, then go to the Android settings right here, click on publishing settings, key store manager, and then you need to put in a password. So I'll just put that. And then this should open up. Alias, what you want to put here is your game's name. Password is just the password from on top here. Confirm password again from up here. And that is it. So you just click on create new key. Now, when you click on build again, it should build. So once you've built your game, you want to click on your game in the Meta Developer Hub. So this thing right here, MetaQuest Developer. Go to your game, production store, upload, and then your APK should be around here. So just click on upload the APK. So just click on this and then click on open. Okay, so once you've done that, it should be here. For me, it's not because I don't have a game to upload, but then you want to go back to your game, go to here, the build, click on this, and then put your build into here. So 0.1, that should be your latest build. And then after you've done that, you want to click on here, which just says self-certification is not complete, activate action is required. So just click on start. And then put this to teens and adults, and then continue, and then continue. And that should do that. Now you can click on save changes, and you should be able to click on submit for review. And okay, after you've done all of these steps, you should be able to click on submit for review. So just click on submit for review, and then wait a few days, and then your game, if you go to release channels here, it should say live in store. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If I somehow missed something, I don't know what I could have missed, but if I missed something, please tell me and I'll update this tutorial, and see you guys later. Bye.